Amy, tell us more about how to leverage reach and leverage things like machine learning and models and audiences. These are things big companies talk about all day long, but a dealership can be a single owner, or a dealership can own 10 brands and 10 locations, but all in all, we're still talking about a small to medium business. So how does
Mhm.
a business of this size leverage these things that larger companies think nothing of? How can they get access to this without I'd say investing a fortune?
Sure, sure. Well, a good agency will have access to data resources that will be able to target um, in-market shoppers, first of all, people who, based on their online content consumption, we can tell that they are in market for a car. So it doesn't rely anymore on have they been visiting lots. Do I need to do geo tracking? Um, you can tell by their online behavior before they even show up on a car dealer website. So this would be, many people do retargeting of people who hit their website. This would be before that. Even earlier in the process, there are companies now like V12 that have a modeled in-market audience. So based on historical data, we can tell who is going to be in market to buy a car before they even know that they're going to be in market to buy a car, which is really intriguing, right? And if you can start reaching out to them, then you've already planted the seed. And then carry them through, talk to them digitally, as many channels as possible. And then you will be front and center in their mind when they get to that decision-making stage.
Yeah, I love that. Look at the trends here again.
Hmm.
Research on models online. 50% of consumers are solely researching their models online. Another
Hmm.
25% doing a combination. And then, you still have your traditionalists. I mean, that's me. I like to go to the dealer. I like to see it, smell it. What are the different options? Let's test drive it. I'm much more of a, hands-on person versus researching
Hmm.
stuff in advance. But again, a lot of that time and effort can be done at your leisure. And also when dealerships are closed, right? So, I mean, they're
Yes.
traditionally open during working hours. And so, when
Yes.
people have time, they can do a lot of this
Hmm.
research when dealerships are closed, and then obviously make an appointment, or, organically show up.
Yeah.
Um, the
And
interesting
you and
thing,
I,
go
oh, I'm
ahead.
sorry, Lucy. You and I seem to be at opposite ends of the spectrum. You like to go into the dealership. I like to know absolutely everything before I go in. I want to know, do they have what I want on the lot? Is something that I want something I'm going to have to order? What's the payment going to look like? What interest rates are available? What are the extra fees? And then when can I go in and look at the exact car that I want to bring home? And I'm not going to waste my time going from lot to lot to see what they have. I want to know what they have before I even set foot outside my door.
Wow, that's amazing.
Hmm.
Um, so again, different types of
Yeah.
consumers, different journeys. How do you prepare for all those? This is what fascinated me about this data. And this came from Price Waterhouse, PwC. They did this really extensive survey in the car industry, and
Hmm.
25% of consumers are in advance already either negotiating their financing or pricing, in advance before they even show up at the dealer.
Hmm.
20, another almost 25% are doing their document signing in advance, so then they can just
Yes.
go, pick up the car. And I, applaud them, because again, I was just at the dealer doing this, with my lease, and it would have been much easier. I was sitting there doing it. I'm like, why didn't they send this to me in advance at home? Like, I
Yep.
just don't understand it. Or why couldn't we have gotten on video at home before I actually came in? And
Hmm.
that would have been a much better service, experience for me,
Hmm.
having been, associating with this dealer for 3 years, during my lease overall. Yeah, just I definitely think there's still some dealerships who have an opportunity to kind of step up that digital game overall.
Hmm.
But again, planning, leveraging these types of curated audiences and things is definitely an opportunity for dealers. And like you said, at V12, you work with large enterprise companies and even small single proprietor companies. So definitely something that is available to these
Oh, yeah.
small businesses. They just really have to seek it out.